All right, so here's our Unit 11 test review. I would highly suggest that y'all work through these problems first and then check yourself with me. And there's a key online as well. So you can check yourself that way, but this is me working through the problem. So if you get stuck, need a little bit of help, this can help you. So here we go. So this is how I would kind of start working through this problem. It's saying find VSU. So it's talking about this whole arc right here. Okay, so there's an easy way to do this, and then there's like a more steps up way of doing this. I don't know how to say that, but basically this is the longer way. Okay, so this is 67. We know this is central angle, so this is going to be 56. We know this is 180. So I can do 180 minus 67 minus 56, and this can be 57, right? And then I know, okay, this is 57, this is 57, or 56, so I know that the measurement of these, since they're vertical angles, are going to be the same. So this has got to be 57, or plus 56 is 113. And then you can just add all these up. So 113 plus 57 plus 56 plus 67, which will give us 293, okay? Or here's the quick way. All right, if you notice that this is the whole distance around is 360, and I know this is 67, I can do 360 minus 67, and that gives me 293. So either way, I would definitely try doing it this way first, but there's two different ways of doing that one. All right, so let's go down to this bottom question, number 2. All right, so we notice that this is the diameter. Anytime we have a diameter that's half a circle, so it's 180 degrees all the way around. So to find x, which is what we're asking for, we're going to add all these up and set them equal to 180. So x plus 75 plus 49 plus x plus 66 equals 180. Okay, and then we'll just combine our like terms. So we'll do 75 plus 49 plus 66. So that's 190. Okay, and then we'll subtract 190 on either side. 2x is equal to negative 10 divided by 2. X is equal to negative 5. All right, so A is the correct answer. Okay, so let's look at number 3. All right, number 3, this one's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. We can see that this is an inscribed angle. Okay, and if you're not sure what the definition of an inscribed angle is, you can use your formula sheet. Yay! Okay, so it has inscribed angle over here, central angle. A central angle is an angle that is formed by two radii that meet in the center of the circle. An inscribed angle is a circle that formed by two chords that have a common point on the circle. Okay, so you can use this formula sheet on your test. But basically, this is an inscribed angle, so we know that this angle is half the intercepted arc. So I can take 72, divide in half, and that is 36, and that is my answer. Pretty straightforward. Same thing over here. We know the intercepted arc is 80, so I can do 1/2 of 80, and that is 40. So B. Okay. All right, so number 5, similar idea, right? This is my angle. We're gonna look, okay, since this is my angle, P and R is kind of where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start my arc at R, end it at P. Okay, so how do I find this whole distance of this arc? By adding 110 plus 90, which would equal 200. So if I know this whole arc is 200, the inscribed angle for this intercepted arc would be half of 200. So this would be 100 degrees. All right, over here, we have this angle. Okay, and again, this is the intercepted arc is 110, so I'm gonna take half of 110, so that's 55. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is a similar idea, but we have to do a little more steps than just one step. So if we know this is the diameter, we know, again, it's half the circle, so this whole distance would be 180. So I can find LM, which I'm trying to find LM because that is the intercepted arc for this inscribed angle. So I can find that by doing 180 minus 80, which would equal 100. Take half of 100, and that is 50. So D. All right, same thing here, except we're going to use our handy dandy 360. So we know this is 86, this is 140, and we know the whole distance around is 360. So I can do 360 minus 140 minus 86, and that gives me 134. So this arc, this intercepted arc of that mystery angle we're trying to find is 134. So I'm just going to divide that by 2. And we're left with 67. So B. Great, I probably have to zoom in a little bit. All right, so this one right here, we're going to figure out which formula to use. So again, this is where your formula sheet comes in handy. So I would first start by looking at, let me zoom back out actually. Okay, I would start by looking at all these definitions, okay, and looking at kind of putting the problem next to your formula sheet and kind of looking at each one of these and seeing which one matches. Okay, this one doesn't quite match, okay, because this line right here isn't going through the middle of my circle. So I'm keep bringing my sheet up. All right, this one doesn't, whoa, save the day. All right. This one doesn't really match, right, because it's two tangents. This has a secant and a tangent. Okay, so secant and tangent, this is what it looks like. So it says if a tangent and a secant intersect the exterior of the circle, so right here, then the measure of this angle is 1/2 the difference of the measures of the intercepted arc. So we're meaning, okay, that this arc right here and this arc right here, the difference of these divided by 2 gives me this angle, okay? So I'm going to take the bigger arc, which is 186. I'm going to subtract it from, let's just call this mystery angle or this mystery arc like X, okay, because that's what we're trying to find, is equal to 36. But don't forget something, that is that my definition is that the difference of these divided by 2 equals 36. So make sure you divide by 2. I'm going to multiply by 2 on either side. So this is 72. So 186 minus X is equal to 72. Subtract 186. So negative X is equal to negative 114. X is equal to 114. So D. All right, good. Number 10, we look back at our formula sheet, we can see, okay, it's a secant and a secant. It's 2 lines going through. So we're going to use that definition. It says that is half the difference between the intercepted arcs. So my intercepted arcs, again, are 45 and 105. So I'm going to take the difference of 105 and 45, make sure I divide it by 2, and that should give me my question mark, okay? So 105, oops, 105 minus 45 divided by 2 gives me 30. Or 60, and then 60 divided by 2 is 30. All right, so we're going to look back over at our formula sheet, see which picture matches this one. Oh, it's actually the same, right? Two secants going through, two lines going through my circle. So same thing, but this time, again, it's asking for this. I'm just gonna call it x, okay? And it's, the definition is the difference of my intercepted arcs divided by 2 equals this angle. So I'm gonna set it up as 177 minus x divided by 2 is equal to 56, okay? Then we'll multiply by 2. 177 minus x is equal to 56 times 2, which is 112. Subtract 77, or 177, my bad. And so negative x is equal to negative 65. So x is equal to 65. So that's A. All right, now this one looks a little different from our last one. Notice how our lines are not going through the center of our circle, but our definition is still, or our formula is still the same. So two tangents, this will get more important later on, but two tangents intersect in the exterior of a circle. I would always go back and check and make sure, even though these three are the same, right? I always would go back, since you have the formula sheet, and make sure you're using the right formula. Okay, so it's 1/2 the difference of the measures of the intercepted arc. So hang on though, am I given this, oops, sorry, this arc right here? No, I'm not. Okay, so what I can do to find that is I gotta do 360 minus 115. Okay, so 360 minus 115 is equal to 245. Now I'm in business. Now I got what I need. Okay, I got my two intercepted arcs. So I can do 245 minus 115 divided by 2 should give me my question mark. So 245 minus 115 divided by 2 is 65. So it's B. All right, let's look at these. Sorry about that shadow. Okay, so this one is a little different. So I'm gonna still go back to my formula sheet, okay? And now I'm given, okay, I know a line that's going next to my circle is called a tangent. And I know that a line going through my circle is a secant. So, but they're intersecting inside my circle. So if let's just say I cut this line off. This arrow is not important to me. This would be a chord. Okay, so a chord is just a segment that goes through my circle. So I'm gonna look at my tangent chord angle definition. And this says, an angle formed by a chord and a tangent that intersect on a circle is half the measure of the intercepted arc. Okay, so again, I'm gonna look at my intercepted arc right here, and it's saying that this angle right here is 1/2 this angle. So if I wanted to find this angle, I would just need to double, or this not angle, this arc, I would need to just double 50. So that's 100. So 50 times 2. All right, this is just inscribed angle. We know that it's just 1/2 my arc. So if this is 40, this has got to be 80. So 40 times 2, 80. Okay, so going back to our definition, this is our tangent. You can't see it. Okay, that cuts it off. Tangent secant one. So again, it's the half the difference. So of the intercepted arc. So it would be the difference of this arc out here and this arc in here. Gives me this one. So I'm just going to call this outside x. I'm going to do x minus 72. So make sure you're not doing 72 minus x, okay? Because it's always the bigger one minus the smaller one, okay? Divided by 2 gives me 69. Multiply both sides by 2. X minus 72 is equal to 69. So which is 138. And then I'm going to add 72 on either side. and I get 210. All right, so this angle right here, sorry, the shadow's messing it up again. All right, so we're trying to find this angle. All right, so I would definitely go to your formula sheet for this one. It's a chord and a chord. So I'm gonna go all the way down to chord and a chord angle. So the measure of the angle formed by two chords that intersect the inside of a circle is 1/2 the sum. So notice a lot of the others have been the difference. Okay, this one is the sum of the chords intercepted. So that means these are my intercepted angles. Okay, so I need to add these. That's what sum means. So 115 plus 57 divided by 2 is equal to my question mark. All right, so I do that. 115 plus 57 divided by 2 is 86. All right, so same thing. It's a chord and a chord. So I'm going to add my intercepted arcs and divide by 2. So 108 plus 68 divided by 2. What does that equal? That equals 88. All right, over here, remember this is our tangent and a tangent. So this one would be the difference of these two divided by 2. So again, I will need to find this outer circle right here by doing 360 minus 107 first. So that gives me 253. So I know this outer arc is 253. Then now I can take the difference and divide by 2. So 253 minus 107 divided by 2. Sorry about that shadow, y'all. Equals 73. Let me make sure. 253 minus 107. Yeah. Okay, I just put my calculator wrong. Just to make sure. Okay, here we go. So let's go on to 19 and 20. These are the last two problems we're going to go over. Okay. Camera's messing up a little bit. All right, so number 19. Yeah, I'm having issues with my camera today. All right, so 19, this is the tricky one that a lot of people, but we did on our homework, but I made a video about. Again, we find this outer length by doing 360 minus 16x plus 18. Okay, so this is how I would just pretty much leave it. If you want to go ahead and add the 8 and 360, you can. Okay, but now we have these two lengths and we can set them equal to this one. So we're going to take the difference. Make sure you're careful. Oh, actually, I was not careful and I messed up. So forget what I just did. Okay, I messed up. You must put these in parentheses, okay? Because then you have to distribute the negative sign to both. So 360 minus 16 minus 8, okay? And go ahead and subtract that. So 352 minus 16x. Okay, will be that length. All right, now I can set it up. So I can do 352 minus 16, and I can take the difference this side. So what I'm saying is this part right here is that arc. Okay, and then minus 16x plus 8 divided by 2 will equal 60. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2 on either side. And I'm going to distribute this negative. I'm running out of room. But when I distribute the negative, I'm going to get 352 minus 16x minus 16x minus 8 is equal to 120. I'm going to combine like terms. So I get 352 minus 8 is 344. You can see this. Okay, 344, and then 16 plus 16, or negative 16 minus negative 16 is negative 32, and then that's equal to 120. Okay, and then from there you just solve it. So when you solve it, you go ahead and bring it up here. You can hear my dryer going off. It likes to sing to me. Okay, so we have 344. We're going to subtract 344 on either side. 344 minus 120. Okay, so this is negative negative 224. Divide that by negative 32, and we get 7. Yay! Okay, so that one's a lot of work. Again, if you want more examples like this one, you can go to the homework, and I did a video on that homework as well. Okay, these are two secants, so my definition is taking the difference, dividing by 2 of the, or taking the difference of the intercepted arcs, dividing by 2 and setting equal to the angle on the outside. So 170 minus 70 divided by 2 will equal 5x plus 5. This would be 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. We're going to subtract 5. 45 is equal to 5x. X is equal to 9. And there you go. All right, so that is your test review. Good luck on your test. I will be praying that you guys do the best you possibly can. And again, if you need any help whatsoever, just feel free to let me know. God bless. Love y'all. Bye.